By the time you reach week 21 of pregnancy, your baby has already developed its taste buds. Yes, that's right. While floating in the amniotic fluid, your baby is beginning to get the sense of every flavor of whatever food you've been eating. Your culinary adventure might just be shaping your baby's preference even before your baby is born. Hi there, my name is Jovita Bala. Welcome back to my channel. This is the channel where we discuss everything woman, from giving birth, beauty, everything woman. So if this looks like what you've been looking for, why not stick around by clicking the subscribe button and like this video if it has helped you in any way. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. So in this video, we'll be talking about how we can handle stretch marks, how we can relieve back pain and discomfort, how we can handle pregnancy-related stress and anxiety, the best ways to communicate with your baby even while your baby is in the womb, and how big your baby is at week 21. During the 21st week of pregnancy, your baby's limb movements have become even more controlled, leading to several kicks. This will even include stretchy sensations that you will so feel. As your belly expands, you might also notice the emergence of stretch marks. These stretch marks on the surface of your skin can manifest in several colors, including pink, dark brown, brown, light pink. However it is, the bottom line is your body is stretching. This is the price you have to pay, darling, for your little one who is growing inside you. So how can you handle stretch marks? I've said that before. Moisturize your body from day one. Cultivate the habit of moisturizing your skin. It's always good for you to look for the best oils and butters. And my major recommendation is shea butter. So from the first day you get pregnant, or whenever it is you figure out that you're pregnant, it's actually good to cultivate this habit of moisturizing your belly with shea butter. Stay hydrated all the time. Take lots and lots of water. The drier you are, the easier it is for your body to break. Thirdly, gain weight gradually. I know you're going to be craving for one thing or another, but it's not cast on concrete. You can actually control yourself. You can eat in smaller quantities so you don't go ahead blowing up. It's actually easier to gain weight than losing weight, so you have to be careful what you're doing. Number 4, avoid excess sun exposure. You might say pregnant women barely stay out in the sun. There are people who just want to go about strolling. Maybe not necessarily under the sun, the scorching sun, but limit your sun exposure. Wear the kind of clothes that would protect you more. I know at this stage of pregnancy, you might feel a little warm, because of the excess blood circulation going on inside you. But be careful the kind of clothes you wear so that you always be protected. What are the signs of preterm labor? Mothers, look out for these signs: contractions, abdominal cramps, lower back pain, pelvic pressure, change in vaginal discharge, fluid leakage, menstrual-like cramps, gastrointestinal symptoms, or cervical changes. If you ever notice any of those, any 2 of those, or any 3 of those, you need to visit the doctor immediately. How then can you relieve back pain and discomfort? Pregnancy is quite deliberate, so you have to carry your doctor along as far as you're making any decision whatsoever. Regular exercises and physical activities can keep your back strong. And this can also relieve backache during pregnancy. But if you must make such decisions, do it with your doctor's approval. Do not do anything beyond what the doctor has asked you to do. Consult your doctor before you engage in any physical activity. And if you have the opportunity of having a physical therapist, that person will be able to show you some stretches that can help with your ligaments, muscles, and your joints. So go ahead and consult someone who is a specialist in this area. How can you handle pregnancy-related stress and anxiety? You see your antenatal classes, don't miss it. Take your childbirth classes seriously, because this will give you some sort of assurance that everything is fine. Now, during my days, especially when I had my first child, I was always at work. I only go to, whenever it's time to visit the doctor, I just, to go for the childbirth classes, I only just go in the evening to see the doctor. Once he says I'm okay, I do a little scan and I go back. So those classes are very, very important, but I didn't consider them. I thought it was just a waste of time. So when it was the D-Day, I thought it was just like the normal thing we see on television. She's in labor and she goes, ooh, 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 and then she delivers. So the labor started 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and the person who examined me was like, you're just like how many cm away? You haven't gone that far. And I was like, what is going on here? Help me give birth to this baby. And they laughed at me. The moment they laughed at me, I realized something was missing. I refused to attend classes. So for no reason should you skip classes. You don't know what this thing is all about. You might just watch the television. Some people might tell you their experiences. But if you have people who are professionals in this area educating you from time to time, you know what to expect. You know that things are well. You know when things are not well. So assuming you know it all will never help you. So you will not be like me, who is expecting to just do and give birth to the baby, and that is all. I had to wait several hours in pain, hoping that the next minute should be the time when I'm supposed to give birth. It's painful when you have to wait, but when you know what is going on and the processes that are involved, you know when you are at your destination or when you're in the middle of the destination or when you haven't even started at all. Practice the breathing and relaxation technique that you have learned, and most of all, hand everything over to God. Number 3, engage in enjoyable activities. 4, if you have anything you have to do, you can always delegate. 5, limit media exposure. Just rest. You need the rest now more than ever. Just rest. Stay away from harmful substances like alcohol, caffeine, coffee, whatever it is that's going to be harmful to you. Things that will rob you of your sleep and rob you of your sanity. Your baby needs all the comforts, and you also need the comforts too. Did I mention tobacco? Do not smoke. Minimize your exposure to stress and educate yourself along the way, depending on the stage you find yourself. It gives you more comfort, just like you're doing now, educating yourself about your 21st week of pregnancy. So do that as much as you can. What is the best way to communicate with my baby during pregnancy? Do not just be a mom who engages in so many other things and forgets to communicate with her baby. They actually want to communicate. Have you ever noticed that sometimes, that's for those who are maybe second time or third time moms, when you tap your baby just wants to respond. Your baby wants to communicate with you even while your baby is inside. If your baby can sense the flavors you eat in the period when it's sensing it, it's making a decision on, I like this, I do not like this. And when they come out, you are kind of surprised that your baby doesn't like certain things. Like when I was little, I hated onions and I didn't eat a lot of things. So it is not a coincidence if you have a child who doesn't like certain foods but likes certain foods, and you find yourself eating all of this while you're pregnant with the child. So that is how children communicate. Communicate with your child by tapping your child once in a while, playing music, rubbing your child. That is the way to communicate with your child. Do not miss it for any reason. Your baby also hears and feels the vibration of your voice when you speak. So have you ever considered that you can actually sing to your baby? Give that a try and let's see how it goes. Your baby also responds to breath-changing patterns. So deep breathing exercises and relaxation is actually good for your baby too. You can also choose books that you enjoy and read them. If you're somebody who likes to read the Bible and when you read it, you enjoy it a lot, that signal is going to be sent to your baby. Whatever kind of book you read and enjoy would kind of send a sensation to your baby. So be selective about what you read. Be careful what you read. How big is my baby at week 21? Your baby is as big as a large banana. Your baby now has more control over his limbs, and that's the reason why you can experience things like kicks and stretches going on inside you. So that'll be all for week 21. What other concerns or questions or answers do you have for us this week? Put it down in the comment section below, and we'll see you in week 22. Bye-bye for now.